I'm always here to be honest. I've sold you some shit clubs for a couple of quid, but other than that, I'm honest.
Let's be honest, you're going into a sales environment,
Yes.
and that fitter, as much as he might be an incredible fitter, and I do believe fitters genuinely go into fitting with the best intentions to get the best for the player, but then they're also incentivized on sales. They're also incentivized on selling you the best product. Do you reckon that's still the case? I know it was when you were at American Golf.
American Golf used to have certain brands that used to earn you more commission. So what it used to be, you're probably saying, well, I can say it now, I've not worked with them since 2013. But what it used to be at the time was there was 3 different, I think it was called Birdie, Eagle and Par, I think it was called. So Eagle, Birdie, Par, whatever it was. And there were some brands, your big brands, your Titleists, your Mizunos, your TaylorMades, your Callaways, all your proper premium brands. As a member of staff, you would get a 1% commission of the profit, right? So what people don't realise, if you sell a set of £600 or at the time, let's call them £1,000 now, Titleist irons, there's actually not much profit in them.
There's really not, is there?
So there might be 100 quid, let's just say, maybe a bit more, but 100 quid for round figures. You would have at the time got 1% of that, so you get
So
a quid.
tenner.
No, a quid.
Oh, yeah, quid,
So it's
yeah.
nothing. So it's literally, it sounds bizarre, that, doesn't it? But it's almost not worth your time. However, then they had lines, I think it was the Birdie line, that you would get 4% of.
Okay.
So you're getting 4 times as much. But also, there's more margin.
Yeah, I was just going to say
So that might be like Wilson Staff. There was Wilson Staff. There was a couple of other brands. So not only, that set might only be 600 quid, but there might be 200 quid profit, and you're getting 4% of that. And then the final line was the Eagle stuff, and that was 6% of the profit margin. But again, it was super profits. That was your Wilson Deep Red, your Nicholas brand, Yonex. Now, Yonex was a strange one because Yonex was super premium with massive margin, and you got 6%. So if you saw, I remember, I think I told you, there was those 2 twins that played for United, Raphael and what was the other one called?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should know
Those
this.
two.
Those 2 twins, were they Brazilian?
Yeah.
And one of them came in one day to start golf, and I wasn't in, and my colleague sold him literally everything Yonex. And to be fair, it was actually good stuff, but bag, everything, literally, and it came to about like 2.5, 3 grand. So this lad got unbelievable commission. The following weekend or the following day or whatever, the other twin came in with his twin and said, he wants exactly everything the same. The lad that served him wasn't in, so I took the sale and got what at the time was like 60, 70, 80 quid commission off one sale that was just took minutes. So that's how it was back then. So what used to be the worst thing ever, and I hate myself for admitting this, but I will, you'd have somebody come in who would say, I want to buy a drive, I've not got loads, they might have 130 quid, which is, a decent amount. There was 2 options, really. They either go for TaylorMade burner that's a few models old but's on sale at 129, or the brand new Nicholas driver that you get a hell of a load more commission on.
Goodness.
So I would never just fleece people because it's not fair. I couldn't live with myself doing that. But you'd take them onto the range, and you would be hoping they hit the Nicholas better because you'll get more commission.
That's not on you. You're almost being served that moral dilemma by the company.
100%.
Fabio and Raphael.
I believe, though, that has now changed at American Golf from what I've heard. I think, apparently, and again, don't quote me on this, but I think they get a flat % on anything they sell.
Right.
So whether it be whatever brand, I think it's just done of the full price, I think. But so there's less, like, you're not going to want to sell the stuff that's not right for the consumer as much as you might have done.
Did we say this guy's name, or is he anonymous?
No, he's anonymous. I used to get 50p for selling 2 dozen Wilson Deep Red balls.
Wow.
So if you came in saying, I'm not the best golfer, I lose balls quite a lot, and Wilson Deep Red, there's 50p, that's a Mars bar.
But if you sold a packet of 2 dozen Shrixon AD 333,
you essentially got nothing really, like 5p for that, I don't know.
How did it all get tallied up? Because of your code?
When you log in, I remember my code still, I'm not going to say it, 'cause it's actually the PIN code that I have on my phone, which is...
Oh, weird that.
That's really weird, isn't it?
You literally said mobile phone as your mobile phone started ringing.
I'll just mute that. So you also had a list in the back office as well. Just one sec. Used to have a sheet, and it would tell you all the stuff and how much you'd get.
And was there like a leaderboard on this stuff as well?
It wasn't on commission, there was a leaderboard on sales.
Right.
But that's what, again, because I was quite savvy to it, I wasn't that bothered about having the highest sales in terms of pound notes, but I'd almost want to make the most commission because at the time I was a student, it was a weekend job, as you know.
Of course.
So if I could make 50 quid a week extra, over a month, that's clearly 200 quid.
Yeah, a bit of spending money.
But the last one, do you ever remember Fisher putters they used to have in there?
No.
So Fisher putters, this was the
what
best.
What brand was this?
That was it. It was a brand called Fisher.
Never heard of them.
I think you will.
Were they blue?
They had okay. They had different inserts.
Yes,
there was 4 different inserts. There was black, blue,
yes.
green, and red.
I do remember them.
And apparently, the insert was the same material that Odyssey used, and they were very heavy in the head.
Apparently,
yeah, very heavy in the head. But they were massive margin,
and
they were so easy to sell because they actually felt really good.
They used to have one of the inserts was like outrageously soft on it.
Yes, it was the green, I think.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, they still make them. Go on. And what was the commission? Silly money.
No, it was about £5, but it was quite a quick sale. So if you could do it, and then the final one was golf insurance. So they brought this thing in worth a $25.99 or $24.99. It was golf insurance, right? Okay. So you'd come to the till, and you've bought a set of irons and a driver, and I'd served it. I'd go, right, last thing, have you got golf insurance?
No, I've not.
Have you heard about golf insurance before?
No, I didn't even know it existed.
Perfect.
Do I need it?
Yes, 100%, because this is really vital for a number of reasons. Firstly, you've bought a set of golf clubs.
Yeah.
So a lot of people wrongly think they're covered on the house insurance when they're actually not, unless you add them on.
I've not even checked.
Right, okay, well, therefore, they're probably not. So if you leave here now, go to Trafford Centre for some food with your wife, and
which I plan to do.
Your car gets broken into, you might not be covered. Right?
Oh, you're joking.
Exactly, that's the first thing. Well, you want to get it covered.
I've just spent $2,000 on Yonex golf clubs.
Exactly, so $25.99 is nothing. Secondly, it also means unfortunately, you hit somebody while on the golf course, it covers you for that.
I am prone to that.
If you're not a member of a golf course, you often won't be covered. So that's really important to get that. And then finally, and this is the thing that I love so much about the golf insurance.
Go on, tell me.
You get 3 free rounds of golf.
Shut up.
Yeah. At really good golf courses.
So like £25?
It's nothing.
You're
getting 3 free rounds of golf. So even if you buy it now and use it for the free golf, you're covered.
What are the where can I play?
Marriott Worsley Park.
Nice.
Which is the home of Rick Shiels.
Nice.
So you'll probably find loads of, if you walk on the left of the holes, shitloads of Pro V1s. That pays for itself.
Anywhere. I can play anywhere, basically.
Anywhere, basically.
Wentworth.
Not Wentworth, but you're not good enough to play Wentworth. And also, this is the real sale. I get £1 for selling this.
Oh, that was a big sell for £1.
Yeah, it was. But I was quite good at selling them. But you'd work your... Sorry, I keep saying... You'd work your...
That was a big sell for it. You're just going to get £1 for that.
Work your off for £1.
Bloody hell. Wow. God. And did people buy it?
Yeah. It was, to be fair, it was good for the 3 rounds of golf.
But they have to fill out paperwork and all that crap.
That was the problem.
See, if it was done, I just said, yeah, do it. And magically, all my details was inserted. I'd definitely do it. But
and then finally...
Are these insurances like... Do they cover you for like hole-in-ones?
I think they did, yeah. I think there's loads. But then also we used to get, if you bought a set of irons... Final one I'll do. So you've got your set of P790s.
AG exposed.
Yeah, you got your set of P790s, sir. Just so you know as well, you actually get 20% off a set of iron head covers with them as well.
No way.
Yeah. So I think
but I've heard iron head covers aren't cool.
They're not that cool. I'll be honest with you. I'll level with you. But what's really important is you might have these irons for let's say 5 years.
I really appreciate your honesty.
Well, I'm always here to be honest. I've sold you some clubs for a couple of quid, but other than that, I'm honest. If you put these iron head covers on, you might get ridiculed by your friends, or there might be the world's #1 golf podcast might skit you occasionally.
Yeah.
However, it will massively increase your resale or trade-in value when you come to sell them. Now, I know when you buy a set of irons, you're not thinking about reselling them. You might never do. However, on the off chance in 5 years' time, a new set comes out that's longer, actually it's a stronger loft, but it goes longer, you'll get more money for these, probably around 10 to 15% more. So for the small price of $24.99, these Castle Bays, you're going to get skidded by your mates, your wife will leave you, but you'll get more money when you trade them in. I'm
told.
And then lastly, it's 3 for 2 on tees. So pink Castles get 3 for the price of 2.
I've always needed tees.
There you go.
I'm going to play golf without tees. Wow.
There
I literally came in for a pair of socks.
Yeah.
And I walked out with $2,000 worth of Yonex clubs, a Fisher putter, a Bay Hill head covers that I didn't even know I needed.
Castle Bay.
60,000 tee pegs, golf insurance, and you're £9 better off.
I'm £9 better. Abby, it's a Nando's tonight.